Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. First of all, to the Honorable Mrs. Dina Patricia, our lecturer in this course, and all of my friends for joining our presentation on Record Zoom today. We are from Group 5. We're presenting our topic about source of short-term funds and factoring. Let me introduce myself. My name is Hafiz Karisma Utama, and our group member Latifah Deleba Saudi Rahmi and Rozi Muhammad Al-Ghifari. There are the table of contents. 5. Definition of factoring. 2. The advantages and disadvantages of factoring. 3. Factoring cost calculation methods. 4. Examples of this founding in the real world. 5. Legal basis of factoring. Well, we go to the first material. It's about definition. Based on Wikipedia, factoring is financial transaction when a company sells its receivables like bills by giving a discount. Then, based on Financial Service Authority, factoring is financing activities in the form of buying and transferring as well as managing short-term receivable or claim of a company for domestic or foreign trade transaction. In the process of implementation, creditor will sell or surrender the rights to the receivable to factor company. Factor in this case can be banks or financial institution. Then the company collects to the debtor as a party who has debt in accordance with the agreement that has been met with creditor. Then the debtor pays debt obligation to the factor company in accordance with the agreed maturity debt. After that, the factor company provides or pays the money for the sale of receivable with receivable to creditor in accordance with its responsibilities after all receivable debt problems are resolved. Next will be explained by Latifah Dagdaba Saudi Arami.
The advantage and disadvantage of factoring. The first is advantage. The first is lower production cost. The second, helping to increase credit source, namely with the funds payment facility from the company. The third is increasing the competitiveness of the business world, namely by the emergence of the possibility of trading on an open account basis. 4. Help increase profit from the business world. 5. Taking over the risk of loss to the business world if it turns out that the bill cannot be disbursed. And disadvantage of factoring. First is relative high cost. Because of the involvement of third parties, namely factor company, in the relationship between clients and customers, so that the costs incurred are also high. The second is vulnerable to risk. Due to the nature inherent in factoring institutions, such as the absence of collateral, it can lead to the assumption that the business of a factor company contains a high risk of success in collecting receivables. And the third is lowering reputation. For countries where the factoring institution has not yet become popular, it can give the impression as if the client who hand off his receivable to the factor company is in trouble and is unable to collect his own receivable. Factoring cost calculation method. The first method is service fee. If your preferred factoring company use this method, then you need to provide regular payment for factoring service. Fees are expressed in %1 until 3% of the nominal value of account receivable. The second method is discount charge. The calculation of the cost of the second factoring agreement uses the discount charge method or withholding invoice. If your factoring service stipulates a discount charge method, the service user will receive payment of receivable after being deducted by the factoring service. The third method is calculating the effective interest rate factoring or APR. And this is the formula to calculating APR. Nominal interest calculated from percent interest across total receivable minus fee minus reserve across credit period, and the nominal advance payment value from total receivable minus nominal interest minus reserve and billing fee.
Next will be explained by Rozi Muhammad Al-Ghifari.
Example of this funding in the real. The first, Aditama Finance. Aditama Finance is a finance company that provides factoring and leasing service or finance leases. Aditama Finance companies are able to provide assistance for business development solution. Second, PT IFS Capital Indonesia. PT IFS Capital Indonesia is a finance company that has been operating for 22 years in Indonesia. PT IFS Capital Indonesia is able to provide procurement in leasing service for small and medium business as well as in the factoring sector. The legal basis of factoring. In Indonesia, factoring is a financial activity that is protected by civil law. The legal basis for factoring refers to Presidential Decree number 61 of 1988, Article 2, which formalizes factoring as a financing business. This article was then strengthened by another legal basis for factoring, namely the Decree of the Minister of Finance number 1251 KMK.031 1988 concerning provision and procedures for implementation of financing institution. And this is the reference source we are using in today's presentation.
That's all from us. Thank you for your attention.